Hi, welcome to my everyday makeup tutorial. And I hate when people talk for 20 minutes before they get going, so we're just gonna jump right into it. First thing I do is put my hair up. I have these little things from Kitsch. And this other little thingy from Kitsch. And let's get going. First thing before I put on moisturizer is I scrub my lips. Jessica Alba posted a tutorial one time saying that she scrubbed her lips with an extra spoolie. So I use, this is a Kitsch. It's really for your baby hairs, but it comes in a 2-pack, so I use the other one for my lips. Hurts like a biatch, but it does the job. Next, I use moisturizer. It's Oil of Olay 7-in-1 moisturizer. I've already moisturized this morning, but always, when I do my makeup, I always moisturize. I put on face cream again. And I use the excess product on my hands. Next, on my lips, I use Glossier. It's the Rose Balm. Dotcom. Just put a little bit on. This product is amazing. I use it like on my cuticles. I keep an extra one in my purse. It comes in rose, which I love. It smells amazing, but there's also a couple other, I think, different scents. Okay. Next, I use Smashbox. Their pore minimizing primer. It has like a matte finish, which I love because I get really oily in my T-zone. And I use this just in my T-zone. So here. I also have this patch of redness from my second pregnancy that has never gone away. So I will put a little bit in there too. This is when you speed it up. Then I use a second primer. This is from Honest. It's the Everything Primer in Glow. And it has like a little bit of shimmer to it. So I put this primer just right up here and here. And then kind of a little bit in the places that you would put your highlighter. Next up for foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me. It's matte, and I use number 128. It is Warm Nude. Here is my damp beauty blender. I use about that much. And here. I always blend down just a little bit so that you don't get that chin line. And I always blend up into my ear. I have really dark blue under eye circles. I've had them my whole life. I actually had a vein removed. I just have really light under eye skin. And so I love this concealer. It's super lightweight. It's not thick, but it also provides a lot of coverage. It's the Instant Age Rewind in Maybelline, and I'm using, it doesn't say on it. I think the thing fell off. Pretty sure it's like light pale or something like that. I think it's light. Anyways, click away. So it looks like it's a lot, but it's really thin. And then I go here. I only put a little bit of concealer right here because otherwise if you put too much, I feel like on my face it looks really cakey. And then I use same beauty blender that still has some of my foundation on it. And I just blend up. Miserable? Should I smile a little more? Okay, so this is my like biggest concealer trick. So I use, this is so old that I don't even know where it's from, but it has, it's like flat, probably from so much use, but I take my concealer, I dip it in, get a little bit of product on it, and I use it as if it was like a paintbrush, just to get the under eye area a little bit brighter. Then I take a little more product, and I have big pores on my nose, and I'll do just the sides. So this gets rid of like any redness on your nose, which my nose is very, very red. And then any other kind of spot areas, I'll touch up. Next, I set all the concealer and foundation with Glossier's Wowder. This stuff is amazing. I'm using this Real Technique number 400. It's just a powder brush. And I only set the places where I put the concealer. That's it. Then I go in with, I've been using this stuff for like 10 years, I swear. It's L'Oreal's True Match. I use the color W3, it's Nude Beige. And I'll do an all over powder. It just makes my skin tone look a little warmer, and it sets the rest of the foundation I used. If I'm in like a really big rush and I'm trying to run out the door, I will completely skip this part and I'll just put primer on and then concealer, and then I'll set the concealer with the Glossier's Wowder and put this on, and this is pretty similar to the foundation color, and I can kind of get away with, well, it's like busy mom makeup if I don't have time to do all the blending that comes with using the foundation. Okay, So now that's done. Time for bronzer. I really have no idea how to contour, so this is the best that it's gonna get. So I just do here. Kind of just hit the spots that I naturally get tan in the summer. I know everybody says this, but you kind of make like a 3. And then I do the other side. And this is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It's at like any drugstore. It's cheap. Then I will take just like a regular brush. What is it? Real Techniques? Real Techniques 300 brush. And I pinch it with my fingers. And I dip it in here. And I'll do the closest I think I can do to contouring your nose. Then I use Too Faced, their Chocolate Soleil. It smells amazing. I love this stuff, as you can see. I've used it to death. And I'll do a little bit more just on my cheeks of bronzer. And then I'll go over my nose like that. I use the same brush for everything. I probably should have a second brush to do blush with, but I just use this one. For blush, I use NYX. It's their baked blush with illuminator and bronzer. I mean, I don't know if there's any bronzer in this, but it's in the color Statement Red. And I just do a little bit of blush. TikTok taught me that to make your face go up, you put it on your cheekbones instead of here. Thanks, TikTok. For brows, I just use a spoolie. Brush them out. I don't get my brows done. This is basically their natural shape. I overplucked them to death. I'm mortified of the pictures of me from high school. And thank God they somehow grew back. But now I don't really touch them aside from like a few underneath. So I have a lot of patches. So I use the Maybelline New York. It is the color Blonde. It's just an eyebrow pencil. I think it comes like as a 2-pack. And I start in like the middle. And I kind of just fill in any of the holes. Then I brush it out again and just see if there's still any more holes. Usually there are. And then I use the Anastasia. I use this to death too, so you can barely even see it. But it's Anastasia's brow gel, and it's just in clear. And I wipe off kind of any excess product. And I just set my brows. So now I go in with the same pencil that I used to do my brows, and I will darken my beauty marks back in so you can see them. And this makes it look like you're wearing less makeup because they're not completely covered. So I will just softly darken them. Next for eyes, first I use Tartelette, and it's the Flirt palette. And I use this color, it's called Gaze. And I just put some on my finger, and I literally just do this to my eyes. I kind of use it as like a base color. Then, I love this palette. It's Honest's eyeshadow palette. I threw it in my cart when I was paying for one of the baby's diaper bundles, and I just wanted to try it out, and I absolutely love it. I especially love this color, but I use these two to do where I'm gonna put my liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to take my little angled brush, and I dip it in the dark brown. And I'll go where I'm gonna put my liquid liner. Move this closer. This way you already have like an outline of where your liner is gonna go, so you're not completely guessing. Then I use just like a white liner pencil, and I'll do under my eyes. And then with my eyebrow pencil, I will just lightly go over it. Then I'm gonna go back to my Honest palette, and I'm gonna use this color right here. And I just do the corners. And then I go a little bit, whatever product's remaining, I go under my eye. Okay. Next up, I used Honest's liquid liner. And I'm just gonna do my So I'm just following the line that I did with the eyeshadow. Start kind of at the edge of my eye. While that's kind of drying, I'll do my lips. And I already put the Glossier Rose Balm Dotcom on, and so then I use its Max lip pencil, and this is in the color Whirl. I love it. And I'll just overline my lips just slightly. I try and make the line right here at my Cupid's bow just go straight across. And then I'll just fill it in. I don't really use lipstick or lip glosses or anything like that. I basically just use liners. And then I take NYX's lip liner. It is the color Pale Pink. And I just go in the middle. It lightens up the color just a little bit. Gives it more of like a matte finish. And then I will do my mascara. So I use 3 mascaras. They're all CoverGirl Clump Crusher, but I have 2 that are brown and 1 that's black, and I will explain why. I mostly use brown, but I have 1 that's been used a lot, and then when it gets towards the end, it's like a little more tacky, which I love. I will open up a second one, and that's the black one. So you can see this is the one that I've been using a while, and this is a fresh one. And on my bottom lashes, I will use a fresh one. And I always do brown on the bottom. I do them and try and have them angle away from my face. I feel like it just gives you kind of more of that like lifted look. And then I'll do the other side. And then for my upper lashes, this is when I use the one that I've been using for like a while. And it's just tackier and kind of like clumpier. And I just use it at the base. And it just gives the lashes kind of, it smushes them together more, especially on the outer ones when you've done a liquid liner. Sometimes you can lose what your, you can lose your lashes because of the liner. So I just really get in there. And then I'll use the newer one for a second coat on the top. And then I will use black, and I just do my top lashes, the very ends. I'll just do the ends black. I don't really know why, I just have always done it. And that's it. Sometimes I'll go back and just do a little bit more bronzer. Other than that, down here. That is the final look. Don't ever use a eyelash curler, but sometimes when it's still a little bit wet, I will just go like that. So this is the final look. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any other types of beauty videos, and thanks for watching.